Well, thank you so much for stopping into my studio. If you're watching the live stream live, then I appreciate you being here. It looks like as of now, nobody's here. So if you're watching this on the replay, today I just want to go over what's been happening over the last couple of weeks to kind of inform the community. And also talk about the project I just finished, which was testing out AI screenwriting tools using ChatGPT to try to make a script. And it didn't, well, it worked, but not in the way that I expected. So if you haven't watched that video, check it out below. But let's jump into it. My name is Jerry, and I'm a filmmaker and educator, and these vlogs give me a moment to kind of reflect on projects I've been working on, but today I wanted to do it a little bit differently and kind of bring you up to date on everything that's going on with Bronson and what's going to be happening over the next couple of weeks and couple of months. And I'm very, very excited because whenever I started this, if you haven't been here before, I started this about 7 years ago, and I made a feature film before the pandemic, and then I started teaching, and I've been doing that for 5 years. So this kind of set static while I was working on that. And over the past couple of weeks, I've had conversations with TV stations, and I've had conversations with people in city government, and I am trying to figure out how to make this available besides just to the 560 or so of us that have come here so far. And in doing that, I have met a lot of very cool people, and I have been able to talk to other filmmakers, and I want to be able to keep creating this kind of community situation that we're working through, and I want to be available more often. And so that's what I wanted to talk about today and where I see this kind of going. So over the next couple of months, there's going to be a lot more tutorials. So if you haven't checked out the free film school playlist that I've put together, it's tutorials on how to write, how to edit, how to get your screenplay finished, all of those kind of things. I also put a tutorial up there about how to add your film to IMDb. I realized I had a film that I hadn't added to IMDb. I keep looking down because if anybody pops into the chat. So as of now, I don't think anybody's watching, and that's fine. And so as people come in, or you're watching this on the replay, and that is also awesome because it allows me to connect with you past this time. So I wanted to get better at doing these lives, and that's why I think I'm going to start doing these vlogs kind of live like this. For one, it's putting me outside my comfort zone, which I love, and it's also allowing me to meet people not necessarily face-to-face yet. Hopefully, I don't know if that exists in this world, but ideally it will get us an opportunity to actually be able to communicate. And so I've heard from some of you in the comments. Sorry, I got a tickly nose. It's really cold here today. Well, cold for me. So I've heard from a couple of you in the comments and everything that this has been very helpful. And so if you're watching these videos and you're not commenting below, please do, because that gives me feedback. And so this is for you as a filmmaker and as a photographer, as an artist. And I want to be able to be as helpful as possible. So this the goal with this is to make it as helpful as possible and to reach as many people as possible. So if you're finding value in this, then please share it with somebody else. The other thing that you might have found earlier in some of the videos when I was taking my physical films, these are all available on my website, so I put all my films on physical media. And I've been getting them into rental stores around the country. So as of now, they're in Vidiot's, they're in the Big Mix in Huntsville, Alabama. They're in the Last Blockbuster, which is pretty cool. So I've been trying to get them out to these different places. And over the next couple of weeks, I'm just going to be giving them away in my local public library. I'm going to be giving them away in the local little libraries around neighborhoods, like where they put them in their front yards. And I'm going to try some interesting things with that of how to make that be part of this mission. And so if people want to see the films, I want to make them available. So if you're a filmmaker and any of that sounds interesting, then make sure you are liking, subscribing. Head on over to bronsoncreative.us and you can pick up a copy of my newsletter. And so those get sent through Substack. So if you got an email through Substack, and the project I was working on last week was around AI. And so I basically put in all the sample scripts, all the stuff that it generated throughout the time that I was working on it, all of my notes. And so if you'd like to go a little bit deeper, you can head on over to Substack and check that out. What else is working on these kind of things? So the local access TV station and everything like that. I did talk with a TV station this week, and so that was pretty good, and so I learned a lot. And I might, if you're interested, put that phone call out. and that way you can see what was going on with it. But I learned a lot about like how that world works, because I have a broadcasting degree, but I haven't been inside of a school in quite some time, or inside of that world for some time. I have been in a school for the last 5 years. And so it was interesting to figure out what was working with that and wasn't working. And so that will be good to know moving forward as I'm working on it. Also working with some graphic designers to work on all of this, the actual like packaging of everything. One thing that I've learned that's been awesome, and I'm going to go over that here in a second, is the back end of all the analytics of YouTube. And so one of the things that I have learned is these videos have a pretty high retention rate. So if you start watching it, it looks like it's kind of like between like 3 and 7 minutes, kind of the average. And I think that's good for a new artist or anybody that's putting things up here to learn that the retention rate is not matching the click-through rate and all those kind of things. So I think just be honest to yourself, like what do you want to make, and the rest of those things will fall into place. So yeah, I'm working to try to make this branding a little bit different, because I am packaging something together that is not going to be readily I mean, it's available, but it may not be available in this form that I want it in for a year or so. And ideally, as I've been talking about this more and more, I want it to be that you could look back on this project a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, and still get something out of it. And so I'll be working on that moving forward in the new year. I'm also, since I'm a teacher first and foremost, I'm an educator, that these are going to start working almost like semesters. And the goal with this originally was to try to figure out how to make a film school per se. And I don't think it needs to be a film school, but I want to do more of these live things, so where I'll actually have kind of live lessons and everything that are available and here on YouTube for you all to watch. And so if there's anything specific you'd like to learn, make sure you're dropping that down in the comments as well, because if not, I'm guessing, and I don't want to just guess if there's something that'd be really useful and really helpful. So I think what we should do now, and so this is more for, if you were just here for the updates, that kind of closes that window. If you're here for the analytics, then I think that's going to be the next part. So give me just 2 seconds, and I'm going to share this with you all. At this point, if you haven't liked and subscribed and this is helpful to you, then please do drop a comment below and let me know what you're working on, and so I can try to help. Yeah, that the dual SSD thing is wild. I'm in the process of cleaning it all up and getting it onto OneDrive here because it's too much. Don't do it. It's way too heavy, but it does kind of look cool. But hello. All right, so you should be seeing the analytics right now, and like I said, I wanted to kind of go through this and explain a little bit of it, and because I'm only at like the 560 mark. This has been open for a while, this YouTube, but being on there, I appreciate that, Happy Son. Thanks for stopping in. If there's anything specific you're looking for, or you'd like a tutorial on or anything, then yeah, just yeah, drop a comment. And so something that's been helpful to you, that's all great feedback to hear. And so this part is something that was really interesting to me kind of moving forward. And I just want to go into the last 28 days, but let me get into here really quick. So I'm realizing there are some things that are just not working, and part of the reason I think they're not working is because, let me get into the main part here, overview. And so what's great is this last 28 days has been 50 subscribers. So if that's one of you that have popped on, then thank you. And so, but really what I'm looking for is this part here, this watch hours. And what that tells me is that you're enjoying it. And I just had somebody drop in the comments that you're enjoying it. So I'm grateful that you keep stopping by. And so, but the watch hours, like I'm going for a quality, that you can hopefully see and as the thumbnails get different and all that kind of stuff, there's some things that are just completely out of the control of you as a creator whenever you're working on these things. And so that's been something that's kind of interesting to me. And so the vlogs and everything are kind of back up. And so I started posting some shorts last week. So if you found me from the shorts, let me know which ones you like, because the shorts are very time consuming. And right now I'm realizing that I think the tutorials and stuff are kind of, and like the philosophical wonderings are the most important. But if you're liking one of those things, then let me know. And then, but this is a very cool right here that 67% is YouTube recommending it. So it's starting to understand what I kind of, I guess, like, or what my audience likes and everything like that. So if you're watching and all that kind of stuff, then make sure that you are commenting and letting people know what's going on down there. All right, so Happy Son, kind of planning to make a screenplay for my dream project, but I also don't want to go all in as I don't have the background and really don't know what to get into the creative into. Also, your mic is only audible on left ear. Oh, interesting. Okay. I don't think I can fix that while it's working, but that's good to know that the audio, that's part of these tests, is to figure out what's going on. It is not in stereo, so that leads me to believe that that is something inside of... Here, let me see if I can change it in this part really quick. Tell me if you hear. All right, I'm going. Check, check, check. Is that better? I guess better or worse. Let me know. I think I'm gonna have to fix it once it's not streaming live, which is something to learn. But Happy Son, as far as your... Yeah, I think I'm going to have to fix it once it's going. I don't think I can fix it while it's running here. Okay. So that's good to know. I'm going to write that down, though, to see what happens. Only audible on left side. All right, I'll fix that next time. That's why I'm doing these tests. Volume is down now. I just turned it back up. Let me know if that fixed it. This is very helpful. I appreciate you. Okay. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I see I'm going to have to figure out why it's only coming through the left there. I'm not sure what's going on. I'll have to do that on the back end. But so, Happy Son, as far as your project is going, I put together a little thing on my website. It's like a free development form and everything like that. It's just like some brainstorming activities. So you can go to bronsoncreative.us. You can download it for free. It's at the bottom of the education tab. It's just like a little PDF that you can fill out and work through your project. But if you watch the AI video where I was trying to screenwrite with it, I used some of those documents to kind of sketch out what my project was going to be. So maybe that'll be helpful for you as you start this. The last thing that I wanted to do, and this is just, will seem kind of counterintuitive to some that watch this on the playback, but I'm going to throw away this AI project that I just worked on. All it's going to be left is what the final edit was. And one of the reasons I want to do that is, for one, so I can move forward. I think that I don't want to spend a lot of time thinking about how to go back and tinker with it, all those kind of things. I want to move forward with it. And so with making these YouTube videos, I've accumulated so much footage, terabytes of footage. And if I don't throw away like the raw stuff, then I'm just going to start running out of media storage. So we're going to throw this away together really quick. All right, so I'm going to... Stop mirroring. I'm going to get you in here so you can see what I'm seeing. Okay. All right. Okay, so I am in here. So I have here, these are all the projects that are in development. So you'll see all the new stuff that's about to start coming out. But then here is an AI feature film short test. And we're just going to right click on it and I'm going to move it to trash. and it is gone. And so with that being gone, this is gonna be the end of this live setup. So I just wanted to jump on here for one to test it and see who would jump on and everything like that. But the goal is to start making these lives a little bit more frequently and where we're actually working on projects. So that is the goal moving forward into the new year. Hopefully all of the physical media will be available in more places, so you can go rent it if there's a movie store close to you. If there's a movie store you'd like to have it in, drop it down in the comments. Let's just get the community kind of going and thriving and see what we can do if we help each other out. So Happy Sun, thank you so much for stopping by. Anybody else that dropped in throughout the course of this replay, then I appreciate you being here. But I'm going to get to work on some more projects. So I'm going to start filming some more things so more content can keep coming out. But thank you for being here. Thank you for the support, and I can't wait to see what you create. See you next time.